awesome artists. Welcome to our second installment of Christmas projects for this year. Today I thought it would be fun if we learned how to draw jolly old Saint Nick. So you're going to need a piece of paper, drawing tools, something to color with, and meet me back here in just a little bit. Alright, awesome artists. Today I thought it would be fun to learn how to draw Santa Claus. But instead of drawing like Santa's entire body, I thought we'd just do like a close-up of his face. Now, I have been learning to draw just like you guys by watching different videos and learning from different people. And one of my favorite video channels to watch is Art Hub for Kids. And that's actually, I'm going to be adapting one of their really awesome Santa drawings. And if you're ever looking for something to draw or a video to watch, they're an awesome place to start. So, we are going to start Santa's portrait. So remember, a portrait is when we draw a picture of ourselves or a person. So to make Santa's portrait, we're going to start by drawing his nose. So we're going to be drawing him pretty large, like he's going to be taking up the whole paper. So I'm going to start with his nose in the center of the page, and I'm going to do a sideways letter C. Santa has kind of a round, jolly looking nose. Okay. And you can leave your nose like that, or if you would like, you can add his little nostrils. So I'm going to do a letter C on one side, and then I'm going to do a letter C on the other side, but it's going to be a backwards letter C. Okay, so there we have Santa's nose. Now we're going to make Santa's mustache. Now here's where we can kind of customize our picture. So you can make Santa have a mustache that looks like this, kind of the classic mustache, or you can give him a mustache that's looks more curly by doing kind of wiggly lines. Okay, so it's totally up to you what kind of mustache you want to give Santa. I'm going to give him that kind of classic curl to his mustache. So I'm going to start where his nostril touches his nose, and I'm going to make an S line. So I'm going to curve down and then up. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to curve down and then up. So see, it's kind of like a letter S. Okay. And then we're going to connect his mustache. So we can bring it back. So if you made a mustache that looks like this, you have a couple of options. We can make his mustache look like it's furry, hairy, by making some zigzag lines, or we can make him look like he has a smooth mustache by curving down and connecting to our mustache ends. Okay, or again, you can give him, oh, that was bad. Oh, I got ink on my thing. It'll be alright. You can give him a curly looking mustache with some zigzag lines. So you choose what kind of mustache you want to give Santa. I like to give my Santa kind of a sleek looking mustache. So I'm going to start at the bottom of his nose, and I'm going to curve down and back up like an upside down rainbow. Okay, and then I'm going to do the other side too. Instead of starting in the middle though, I'm going to start just down a little bit so it looks like his mustache kind of overlaps itself. Alright, so there's mustache for Santa. Kind of looks like two birds kissing. Alright, now let's give Santa his cheeks. So starting on his nose, I'm going to bring his nose up just a little. We're going to give him some nice round cheeks. So on the side of his nose, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to curve around and back down to his mustache. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So curve around like I'm drawing a circle, but stop when I get to his mustache. I know, right now it looks a little bit crazy, but our finished product is going to look awesome. Alright, so we have his nose, his mustache, and his rosy, well, they'll be rosy when we color them. Now let's make his eyes. We're going to give Santa great big eyes. So I'm going to start by drawing the outside. Now we're going to do kind of a cartoony eye. So I'm going to go up and over like an upside down letter U. I'm going to do that on both sides. So up and over. Okay. And then we're going to give him the colored part of his eyes. So we're going to draw inside of those upside down U's, we're going to draw a big circle. Okay. And I'm going to do that on both sides, a nice big circle. Okay. And then I'm going to draw a medium-sized circle inside of that circle. Okay, so this is going to be my pupil. Right now he's looking a little zombie-like, so we're going to draw those twinkles in his eyes that I like so much. You can put one or two, so in the top corner of my little circle, I'm going to draw a smaller circle. Then we could do a second one on the bottom. I'm going to do that on both sides. And then, just like always, I'm going to color in everything except for those little white circles. I didn't have much today. Alright, there we go. That looks much better. Alright, so we have our eyes, our cheeks, our nose, which I think I'm going to bring my nose around just a little bit more so it's more pronounced, and my mustache. Now let's do the sides of Santa's face. Okay, so next to his eyes, I'm going to draw a line that comes down just slightly diagonally to his cheeks. Same thing on the left. Now I want these to be just a little bit higher than his eyes because we're going to connect his eyebrows to that. Awesome. Speaking of eyebrows, that's what we're going to do next. So I'm going to start here, and just like we did our mustache in different ways, you can do your eyebrows differently too. You can make your eyebrows look, I like to make mine look similar to my mustache, okay? So I'm going to start at the top above his eye, and I'm going to do a little S line that comes over just a little bit from the side of his face. Do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to start and curve down and then back up and down. Alright, so that's going to be the bottom of my eyebrows. Now, so just like we did our mustache, so if this is my eyebrow line, I'm going to draw the rest of my eyebrow above that. So if you want to do one that matches the smooth mustache, then we're just going to do up and over and connect it. If you want to do one that matches the zigzag, then we're going to do zigzags, just like that. Or if you made the kind of curly looking eyebrow, then you can do your eyebrow like that. Okay, so it's up to you. You can mix match your eyebrows, or you can make your eyebrows match your mustaches. Okay, so I'm going to make my eyebrows match, so I'm going to curve up, over, and back down to the point. He's got some nice eyebrows that are on fleek here. There we go. Alright, so we have our eyebrows. Now, let's work on Santa's beard. Okay. I personally, you can make your beard, if you want him to have more of, we can make our beard lots of ways. We can give him a beard that has the zigzags like this, or we can do a beard that has more of a curly edge. Okay. It's up to you. We can totally customize our Santa as we go. I think I'm going to give mine a little bit of hair, so I'm going to do some zigzags. So go down and zigzag, just like that. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So it kind of makes Santa look like might need a little bit of a haircut. Then we're going to curve down to make the start of his beard. So his beard is big and bushy, so we want to curve out. So we have the edge of his beard. And then let's give him some ears coming out of his hair on the side of his head, because that's how ears work. So I'm going to do letter C on the left and a backwards letter C on the right. Okay. And then let's make his ears look a little bit more interesting, and we're just going to do kind of a little it looks like a number 6. So on the right it looks like a 6, on the left it looks like a backwards 6. And that's kind of like the inside of his ear. Okay. And let's give him a nice fluffy hat. Okay, so for his hat, we are going to start with at his ears. And I'm just going to do kind of a fluffy, cottony looking hat. So that's the top of his band. And then the bottom of his band is going to come here between his eyebrows. So this is kind of a funny thing because it looks like his eyebrows are on top of his hat, which is really a cartoony thing to do. That looks funny. All right, now let's do the top of his hat. So I'm going to start here about even with the side of his face, and I'm going to do a rainbow line that curves around to the other side. And you can bring his hat down as far as you would like. I think I'm going to bring mine just a little lower. Okay. All right. Now, let's give him a little puffball for his end of his hat. So just like that, I have a little puff. Okay. All right, let's give him a mouth. So underneath his mustache, I'm going to do an upside down rainbow line. That's going to be his open mouth. And then we're going to give him a lip by giving him a second upside down rainbow line. I kind of messed mine up a little, but it still looks good. Let's see if I can't fix it. There we go. That straightened it all. Now let's give him a tongue inside of his open mouth. So I'm going to do like a McDonald's arch. So I'm going to go like a letter M. 1, 2. Okay. So that's his tongue inside of his mouth. Now we're going to finish out his beard. So I did my zigzags here for his beard, so I'm going to do something similar. So I'm going to zigzag up, and curve down, and then zigzag up, curve down. I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to go back up, curve down, up, curve down, and then I'm going to meet these two. There we go. And I'm going to go up, just like that. And there, Santa's got a beard. Alright, I think Santa looks pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and draw his shoulders. So I'm going to start his shoulders at the side of his head. And so I have this little bit that I messed up there, and I'm going to try to hide that. So I'm going to make his shoulders come out and down, just like that. Okay. I'm going to match it on the other side. There's my waterfall line, out and down. Alright, and we can make him look like he has his arms just by doing a vertical line going down here and down here. So this is like I've taken a picture of him with my camera. So he has, all we're seeing really is his shoulders, so his top of his jacket. And we can do a little zigzaggy here to make it look like his white stripe on his shirt. I'm going to do a little half circle for his buttons. There we go. I like that. Alright, and then let's add a little holly detail on his hat. So here we're going to draw a circle for one holly leaf, or sorry, one holly berry. And then we're going to draw another one attached to it. And then we'll draw a third one up on top. Awesome. Now to make our holly, coming out of our berries, I'm going to draw a line coming out from each side. And then to make hollies, all we do is we do a curved line going up. And I'm going to repeat that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to match on the other side. I'm going to curve down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's one holly leaf. I'm going to repeat the same side here. So really what I'm doing is a scallop line. I'm just curving up and then back up. So I'm just making like letter U's that I'm connecting. And then I'm coming to a point in the middle. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Up, And there we go. There's our finished Santa Claus. Alright, I'm going to grab my coloring tools and I'm going to color my Santa. I think I'm going to use markers for my jacket and my hat, but I'm going to use crayons, I'm thinking, for his face and his eyes. That way I can get some different colors in there. So I'm going to grab my tools and get to coloring. Great job on your Santa Claus faces. I think you can see my details that I put on my beard and my eyebrows a little bit better here in this lighting. So see how I just added some little swirls on his beard, and it just kind of gives it a little bit more texture so he doesn't look so plain. I can't wait to see what you've made. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.